Welcome back, everybody. Kubra794 here, and today we're going to be looking at my second love, Cookie Run Tower of Adventures. Now, I haven't uploaded a while, and if you're going to want to hear about that, stay tuned till the end of the video, but we all know what we're here for. You're a new player. The first anniversary update is going to start next week, and with the new campaign on, you want to know how to farm gems quickly and level up your characters so you can play the new difficult content. Let's start off right away with ways to get gems immediately. We're going to go to story mode. For any new players, story mode is made to be incredibly easy. The early chapters don't require high level characters. I'd argue even the final chapter on normal wouldn't even need level 60 characters yet. So you can start off from there right off the bat. But the gems you would get are really, really slow. Each story mode chapter takes about an hour or two. An hour if you're just running through it, and if you're getting all the collectibles, maybe two, even three. So it'll take you a while to get all the way to 13. And if you want more immediate gems, we're going to have to look at the other game modes, which include Extreme Boss Challenge, which is also a late game mode. I would not be playing Extreme Boss Challenge right at the start. For higher level players, if you're looking to scrape the floor for a little bit of extra currency, I would complete the missions down here, where you beat the bosses with the new character, or you just clear them flawlessly. That'll be a really easy way to get gems. But for a newer player, you probably want to try Mirage Hunt, where completing all the levels of the early stages gives you a ton, and I mean a ton of gems. This is going to help you greatly, especially because if you can't beat the entire thing, like one of your elements is lacking, since the later stages restrict which elements you can use, some of these levels will give you gems. I know for a fact this one does. For all elements, you get 500 gems from there, even if you can't beat the whole chapter. And now where we're going to want to look at Tower Relay. Tower Relay is going to be not also super not beginner friendly in the different difficulties. If you look here, we have easy, normal, hard, and extreme. You should at least, as a new player, be able to beat easy and normal to get free super epics and currency for the standard banner, which isn't exactly what we want. The standard banner will help you level up your older characters though. And if you can get to higher levels like hard, you can see here higher levels like level 12 gives you 5,000 crystals, which is nuts. And you can keep beating these levels, get more uniques, and level up your characters. I wouldn't recommend doing extreme if you're relatively new, not because it's too hard, but because the rewards aren't great. I usually hesitate on doing extreme. Sometimes I'll do it just to get to level 24, and then I'll stop, because the 5 scrolls every single level, unless you need them that bad, really isn't worth it. And the last game that we're going to look at for immediate gems is Glass Labyrinth. Now, if we do the regular version of Labyrinth, this will net you a ton of gems. I recommend you do this first to see if you can try to unlock Infinite Labyrinth before the update. Infinite Labyrinth is going to be a competitive game mode where the fights change weekly and you try to beat them as fast as possible, earning points doing so. The rankings are percentage based for top players, but for the early ranks, it is purely score based and based on what you can do and not how much, not the amount of score everyone has. Even if you can get to the top of platinum, that's nearly a whole 10 pull, and you're going to get that at the end of the week as well as the scroll chest awards. For more immediate gems, I would recommend Champions Raid. With Champions Raid, all of your first clears are going to give you gems. Your first clear for fire is going to give you 500 gems. Your first clear for water is going to give you 500 gems. This game mode does require you to assemble a team of 6. If you don't want to use the official Discord or your guild's Discord, then you could still go here and then look at the recruitment board and try to find teams. I personally, when I'm doing my element clears, usually create a team to try to help newer players get their 65 million clears, because that's all you need to do to get all the way up to platinum. As you can see here, it is percentage based on all players except for platinum and below, where it's just a score requirement. And I think like getting platinum 1 is 65 million, and then getting diamond 3 is like 200 million, something crazy like that. It's not a super high number, but it's pretty bad. As well as your first clear here is going to give you a lot of resources to help up your characters. If nothing else, gold, just gold. You get so much of it. You get an entire Mysterious Wanderer set, I believe, based on those pants. Yeah, you get an entire Mysterious Wanderer set. You get gems, everything. So I highly recommend you hit up the recruitment board, you hit up the official Discord, or anything to get your clear in. Now, these last game modes are going to be grasping at straws for sure, but you could always do Tower Arena. I'm trying to sweat it really hard this season. I'd really like to be high rank. I want the badge for my account, be all fancy. I'm gonna try my best to get up to Challenger. This game mode does last a month, so if you're not doing it within the 5 days before anniversary, this won't net you any gems until the next month after this. But if you can climb the ranks, you get free rewards for your characters, even just the early ones that give you the gems and the ticket pulls. The rewards at the end of the season are insane. The amount of pulls you get from just reaching higher ranks will pull you new characters you need. So definitely look at Tower Arena if you can, but I understand if you can't. It is a little bit of a grind. This game mode's okay because until you get to Diamond, on Platinum down, they won't let the queue last more than 1 minute because they'll throw bots your way which scale according to your rank. Having bots that are about 40k power at Bronze all the way up to 60k power at Platinum. Lastly, we're going to look at Guild Battle, which is probably also really inconvenient like Arena, because it'll depend on the level of guild you get into and how strong your characters are already. But just doing your guild battles will get you points based on how much you can score in them, and they do give you a couple of gems each, not to mention guild coins. Guild coins are going to be a big help down the line later. Now that we've got a lot of gems and you can do a ton of pulls, all the summons you want, you got all the stars on your characters, all the stars on your artifacts, you're looking at a whole board, but you need equipment for them, or scrolls, or gold. To level up quickly, this is what you're going to want to do. We're going to go here. All of the upgrade events you should be playing every day. You should never end the day on 5 tickets because every day when at daily login, it will reset back to 5 tickets again. The Tower Rift tickets as well will go back up to 2. You're going to want to be doing seasoning dungeons. I would recommend doing either one of these two things. In all of the exchange shops, you buy just experience and you use your stamina on gold, or you use your stamina on the experience and in the exchange shops you buy gold. The second option is probably more likely because every exchange shop will have gold, but sometimes the exchange shops give you a really high amount of the large XP potions, which are the hardest ones to get. But you should at least always be using your stamina. You should never hit your max number. After that, when you're going to need equipment, Arena is way better than it was when the game launched. When the game launched, you had to do about 40 raids to get a super epic equipment period or a unique. Now you get fragments from these guaranteed chests you get every day, as well as these chests you open here, which are used to craft your way up. I think in my 5 day battles every day, I almost always get at least one super epic, and I have loads of them sitting around. I have extras at this point that I don't need to open because I have so many copies of these. Uh, Doing your raids every day will get you really far. I recommend just taking your strongest character in. It can be really frustrating to grind raid every day if you don't. I used to do like weak characters I needed to level up or something, but the raids would take like 3 minutes each rather than like 30 seconds. Lastly, probably the most annoying game mode is going to be Tower Rift. A lot of people don't like Tower Rift. They did change it now, so you can use both of your tickets at the same time and just double your rewards. These usually take me around 2 minutes, but you should just be playing with the recommended element on the highest required power you can hit. If you can only play level 5 with all wind on this day, you should be playing level 5. Don't try to take a max team into level 65. The 60% extra rewards you'll get from having a full team of the matching element will be way better than the higher stage. Outside of that, if we're not talking about pulls like what you would do Extreme Boss Challenge for or Mirage Hunt, we're just going to be looking at things like finishing Tower Relay to get scrolls and such. Obviously, Tower Rift will give you more scrolls than that. Your Infinite Labyrinth ranking, I have already shown, gives you tons of scroll chests even at lower ranks. You get 50 scrolls of whichever type you'd want. Just making sure you do all your dailies and then completing some of these base level game modes and playing at all instead of finishing unranked is going to go a really long way. That's going to be the end of the guide video. I haven't uploaded a video in a long time, and this is my first time doing face cam, so a lot of you people who I saw in my last video would left very, very cool comments. It made me feel very good. We're leaving nice comments. Um, I've really been busy with college and school and work, and I have decided I'm probably not going to keep uploading videos, maybe once in a while for fun, but I appreciate you guys that stuck with me. I played a lot of Cookie Run Kingdom because I needed that mobile game fix. You know what I mean? Like I gotta, gotta scratch the itch. So I played this since launch. Actually, I believe I've played this literally every day since launch. Um, I got into a guild that placed top 10 last week. Everybody was congratulating us on being challenger. I love my title. If you get the reference, you get the reference. That's why I want to be a high rank in arena because I only have a master badge, so I want to get a challenger badge for arena. I don't remember the last time I wasn't master in Labyrinth. I think it was probably like 2 months ago. It was quite a while. Master, Grandmaster. Yeah, that I probably didn't get to play this one. But really been enjoying this game and I got really good at it. I guess not raid. I don't really do regular raids leaderboards and I don't do champs raids leaderboards because in champions raid you gotta like build a team of people and then all know the strategies and then all not mess up for 4 minutes and it's just really frustrating. But the single player game modes like Arena and Labyrinth and I guess Guild Battle doesn't sound like a single player game mode, but just you alone has to do your own battles on your own time. So it is kind of a single player thing. I love all of those, and playing this game is super fun. It's a lot like Pitter Patter Pop, where how good you are can scale really hard into how well you do. Obviously, you want characters to be max. You want 1,000,000 stars on them all. You want your max upgraded equipment. You can see here, I've got a whole fucking selection of max level characters, or just max characters I don't have equipment on. Even though it goes a long way, you still need to understand your rotations. You need to move around the board. If you get hit by a boss thing, sometimes you want to get hit to go under HP requirements. Sometimes you don't want to get hit because you have a max requirement or something. It's super fun. I enjoy it. I'd recommend it now. When the game came out, I wouldn't recommend it. It was kind of like a hell grind fest where you had to like buy more chances to get tickets. But now they give you a bunch of chances to do raids if you want to do extra raids. They give you extra stamina, tons of equipment. It's pretty fun. It's great. I think as a free to play player, you could probably max a character every 3 banners, which would be uh, there's a there's usually a month-long banner, and then after that, there is a 14-week banner and a 14-week banner. So 3 characters come out every 2 months, and I think I'm confident as a free-to-play player, you could max every other character, because as a pay-to-play player, I put in like maybe $20 a month to this game, and I max almost every character. I think instead of maxing every third, I skip every third. I max 2 characters in a row, and then I skip the next one, and then I max two. I have pretty much my entire account like that. I remember I skipped Marbleberry and I'm just skipping Skonic Water right now because Anniversary is coming up. So totally recommend it. It's super fun. If you don't understand the gameplay, you should go watch it, give it a try. And that's going to be it for me. See you guys later.